So today we're going to make elote, which is aka Mexican street corn, and I'm going to make Well, I mean, there's two reasons why I thought what I'm going to make today. Why it's one, Mexico, middle range is down there, Kevin. You got to try the street corn, and that's what I'm going to make today. Elote is one of my, tastiest things. We actually had some up in Ohio, and it actually came out so good. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. We had it at this place called Barrio, and it's in Sandusky, Ohio. Super good, super good. So today we're going to make elote, which is aka Mexican street corn. So I have the corn going. I've been going about 20 minutes or so. Got some butter in there. This is not a healthy dish. This is not good for your waistline by any means. But we're going to give it a try. And so actually what I'm going to do is, this says about 10 more minutes. I'm going to let this go maybe about 10 minutes or so. I'm actually going to make the chicken seasoning that I made that a few weeks ago, if you guys were watching, that I totally loved. So right now I do have on the table, and we'll try to get you guys in here and see, you can see what I'm looking at down here. Technically, I do have my chicken down here ready to go. And we're going to open this up. I did wash my hands before I did all this, so we're ready to go to get this chicken marinade going. If you have not tried this chicken marinade, it is delightful. So the first thing you want to start with the chicken marinade, and I'm just going to kind of do it just like right here, so, is some soy sauce. I'm going to use the soy sauce here. We're going to use all this soy sauce. I'm going to marinate about 4 or 5 chickens. Chicken thighs is what I'm using. It's boneless, it's skinless, and it's good. It's like, trying not to move too much. That's good. So this is brown sugar. I put a little bit of brown sugar in that. And so now I got some brown sugar in here, and I got some soy sauce. Now I'm going to use some olive oil. Like I said, I don't measure. Just put it in there. Throw a little bit of sriracha in there for some heat. And actually, you could probably, there it goes. Okay. And then the secret ingredient is some bourbon, Jim Beam. You should let this marinate overnight. A good 12 hours is good enough. Just a little bit of bourbon. Probably like, I'd say a shot and a half of the bourbon. And then that's pretty much it. You could throw some garlic salt in there. Why not? Just a little bit. And that's your marinade. And then actually you want to actually 2 whole limes. Just 1 whole lime. Squeeze that in there. Real nice. And oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, I don't have my trash in the same place, so I'm just kind of throwing things all over the place. So you just take these chicken thighs, throw them right on in here. Just throw them in, because I'm going to make all this chicken. Then you could have the chicken for like the week, you know. You can make chicken tacos, you can make chicken tortilla, you can make anything, really, honestly. Once you have this all marinated, and it's just good really by itself. And then I think what I'm going to do is marinate this for about 8 to 10 hours. I wonder if I'm streaming. I think I am. Okay. And mix this up really good. And that's a good color. You just leave that in the refrigerator for, take all the air out. For about 8 hours. And it's going to be good. It's going to be delicious. All right. So that's pretty much that. Anyway, so I do have the chicken or the corn going over here. A little bit of butter, and you can make this. This is like a fun little summer treat. It's the end of the summer, I know, but I did have this inspired by the corn that we had over in Ohio. But you know, you can make this stuff, and you can make a little bar, you know, of what people really want to put on it, because some people will not like the same different things on it. So technically, what I have, I got some mayo and some sour cream. I got some, I don't even know how you say this, cotija cheese. It's crumbled. I do have some cilantro chopped up that I chopped up. I'm going to put some bacon crumbles on there. I mean, like I said, you can make this dish however you want, but it's up to you. I have a grill pan going, and I got, I think that's good for the corn. Might lose you guys in some steam, I'm not sure. Woohoo! There we go. Anyway, so the corn's been going, like I said, about 25-30 minutes. Looks pretty good. And what I'm going to do is, I like it grilled. So, just going to grill it on there for a minute. Close this up so it doesn't, you guys don't get steamed out. So this, you just kind of want to get this nice, and you know, you don't really have to do much with this. And you know, they do use white corn too, and I did see white corn when I was at the store, but I didn't pick it up. I just like the sweet stuff, so you know, it is what it is. I do have also, I do have some chili powder that we're going to be using, and you can use some Valentino sauce on these things. So you can make them however you want. And like I said, they're not, these things are not healthy by any means, but you know, it's just a nice summer treat, and a summer treat, or anytime you just feel like you want to make a little bar with corn and cob, you know. So basically what's happening here is I'm just getting a little bit of grill marks on these things. You know, the corn is probably really cooked, and I really like corn on the cob, and there's lots of ways you can put it on the grill. Usually what I do is I soak it in water with the tusk on it, and you know, pull it back, pull out all the stringers, and put it back on, and then grill it. It seemed like that was always the best way I enjoyed the corn, but you know, everybody has their own little ways of tweaking it. So as my chicken is marinated, I can't wait to make that chicken. I'm probably going to make it for dinner tonight, and then I'm going to probably keep most of these ingredients for some corn later, depending, or it might even, I don't know, it's a lot of corn, right? A lot of corn. Probably won't have corn later. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah, so this is going good here. This is not much I could do in this area. So this stuff's looking really good. I'm almost, you know, you just really want to get a little bit of a charred flavor. And what you could do with this, you could actually cut these and make them into a bowl. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do the bowl. And you could actually put a little bit of butter on them and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. You know, because they were soaking in butter in the water, so I figured that's good enough. What you can use, and I'm not sure which one's going to actually work better. I have some chopsticks that are really thin, which I think will not work. Actually, no, these are like skewers for meat and stuff. But I do have these chopsticks, so I was thinking maybe I could jam one of these into the corn, and then it's easier to maneuver the corn when you're putting your ingredients on. So this pan will start smoking, and my fire alarm will probably end up going off here. I'm going to say this is pretty much good enough. Like I said, this stuff, you're just looking for a little bit of grill markers on it. That's it. So now I'm going to take this corn, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this here. And I think right down to here. All right, so we're not going to use that one, obviously. Bam. There you go. All right. So actually, I do need this one. 2-second rule? Can I do the 2-second rule? No, I'm not going to do it. I'll wash it. I'll wash it. Fine. I mean, it's going inside the corn. What's the difference, right? I think I'm going to die. It's all smoky in here.
Is that an accident or is it arson?
I'll get that answer as soon as I do.
Really bad. I usually have the doors or windows open. Unfortunately, like in my house, I don't have an overhead range where it actually sucks the smoke out. It's all natural. Bam. Those look wonderful. All right. Throw that over here. Got all my dishes over there. So now, the next step is to make it your flavor. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with lime. And I'm going to just coat this in lime. That's what you want to do. Coat it. I'm going to do 2 wedges right like that. Oh yeah. Nah, no more. Okay. And then what you're going to do is going to get some of your mayonnaise and your sour cream mix. And you're going to go right around, and you just want to make a nice light layer of it all. And the more, the better. You could actually bake this stuff if you want, and on it. And if you put it on, put it in the oven for. If you want to make it a little fancy, just like so. We'll try this. And if you did this in a bowl, you would just shave all this corn off and put it in a bowl and cook it that way. And you could actually boil it and then shave it and stuff like that. So just like that. All right, so next up, you could do whatever you want, really. We're going to do some chili powder. Now, you don't want to get too crazy with this, just a nice little sprinkle. And you're going to do a little bit of the cheese. And then you take the tortilla cheese and you just crumble it all over it. And actually, the plate starts making into a nice little place where you could actually just kind of spin it. And with this, I tell you, I do recommend having the screws in there because then you could spin it, which really helps out. That looks great. Then you could just take your bacon, crumble it on there. Bacon's probably not going to stick too well, but like I said, you could just make this into it'd probably work better in a bowl, obviously. And then you just take it and roll it right in there. Just like that. Oh yeah, it's all sticking nice. All right, that looks great. And then you take some of your cilantro, kind of cilantro it up. Just like so. Like I said, you're gonna have like this whole little mess of stuff down there, but it is what it is, And then if you want for shits and giggles, I'm only gonna do one of them, but I really highly recommend some Valentino sauce. This stuff is just the bomb. So I'm just gonna do a little bit on there, and we'll try one with it, and one without it. And this is gonna make a mess when I eat it too, so I better be prepared for that. So this is the one with the cilantro, and I'm gonna take a bite right into actually the Valentino is what I meant, and we'll see how it comes out. Here we go. Wow. I've never made this before. It is so good. You could probably hear the bites. I'm sorry. That's one way to slice up the corn. They got it going on. Not too much chili powder, which is really nice. The cheese and the mayo and the sour cream is all right in there. Oh, so good. So good. I think Valentino's is where it's at, and I don't even really want to try the other one without it. But I'm gonna enjoy this corn. I mean, you see this? Whoa, that's on the floor. Now I gotta do the floors. Great. I mean, this thing is just colorful. It's fun. White corn, yellow corn. I don't think it really matters. With the bacon, little bacon explosions. Man, I highly recommend if you don't really do this. This is not for your waist. This isn't healthy. I'm going to try to start eating a little bit more healthier. But This is gonna be a great lunch. But this stuff was the bomb, and I loved it. And I can't wait to eat the rest of this. I highly recommend you guys give it a try. I bet you guys, none of you have tried making corn like this. And you know, like I said, you could shave this stuff, put it in a bowl. It's the cheese, and it's this cheese here. And it just crumbles. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a C on there. Right there. Super good. The chicken is going to be for, that's actually going to be my dinner. I'm going to let that marinate for 8 to 12 hours. You know, maybe even till tomorrow. I totally recommend you guys making that. It is so good. It comes out like candy. And how you cook the chicken, you put it on about a 300 degree, flip it every 5 minutes while you're basting it. And then you're looking for that like burnt end pieces to really kind of start caramelizing. It's so good. I mean, it really is. See, if you guys feel like you're froggy, on my page, you can donate. Once you click on there, hit about. It says support me. All donations come in, and then I will actually buy a new mic, or, you know, I don't know, give it back to charity, because I usually just give away. I just give. That's what I do. And that's the only way I feel good these days is, you know, give to somebody, help somebody out. I try to help everybody out. Like this guy, I was just in line buying my groceries. I had a bunch of groceries. He had like 2 things. I'm like, here, go in. He was so appreciative. And that feeling right there is just what everybody in the world really needs to do right now, you know? So just try to make people feel a little better about themselves. Anyway, I don't really want anything, obviously. I'm just happy that you guys join me and hang out with me. Everybody, thank you very much. I'm going to leave you out with my intro. Actually, I should probably make something at the end and play thank you. But I'm going to leave you out with my intro, and you guys have a great day and enjoy your boating today. And love every one of you guys. I lost my mic. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. This is going to get loud. Very sorry. Very sorry. And I now have cilantro on my mic.